Journalism was designed as a public service. It was meant to bridge the gaps in information that work to divide our communities. Nowadays, we see the media pushing it to push the political agenda or to continue these bias and stereotypes. Luckily, the Ground Truth Project actively works to dismantle these divides. I had the privilege of working for the Ground Truth Project, which is a nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting on-the-ground reporting along with safe and effective journalism. Its chief executive officer and founder is a man named Charles Sennett. Working for someone with more than 30 years of experience in international, national, and local journalism was a pretty intimidating gig for someone like myself. I remember when he was in the office, I could barely get a word out. And for a while, I didn't. I actually went out of my way to avoid him. And if you've seen the office inside of WGBH, it was not easy. I knew that my reason for avoiding Charlie was due to my innate feelings of disparity or difference. I had never been surrounded by people with so much experience and knowledge to offer in a field that I cared so deeply about. But then we had a conversation during one of our classes at CSSI about normalizing discomfort until it becomes comfortable. We talked about acknowledging privilege and embracing vulnerability. We talked about putting ourselves in situations that we typically wouldn't in order to expand as social innovators and grow as humans. There are so many divides in our country today, so many divides in the world. There are so many boundaries that were created long before us, so many that as social innovators, we have to work to bridge together. One way to bridge that divide is by crossing it. The Ground Truth Project actively works to cross these political, social, and economic divides. They put emerging journalists in newsrooms all over the world and offer fellowships to reporters who also dedicated to the cause. Working for the Ground Truth staff has shown me that the first step to crossing that divide is having the desire to. And judging from this room, we already have that covered. Crossing the divide can be as simple as saying hello to a stranger, or holding the door, or giving up your seat. Showing the small acts of kindness is something that we are all capable of. Saying good morning to your boss, for example, could go a long way. So that's what I did. I walked into the office one frosty morning, and this time I passed his desk. "Good morning, Charlie," I said. And to my surprise, he said, "Good morning, Celine." It was that small interaction that helped me to humanize Charlie. I began to see him as more of a human and less as his levels of experience. It's not always easy putting yourself out there. Your hands can get shaky, your chest can feel tight, your throat can feel tight too. But it's not easy, but it is necessary. So I urge you all today, work to cross those divides, big or small. Thank you.